as we welcome to our desk our good friend Bobby Hansen from the Better Business Bureau. And we're talking over the past several months here, Bobby, about how diverse the different businesses are that utilize the services of the Better Business Bureau, and you're proving it once again this morning.
Yeah, we brought in our board chairman this morning, Jim Slife from Pioneer Communications. They've been in the business, the printing business, for many years, 40+ years. Jim can tell us more, but they print a ton of magazines, and ones that we've all seen. You got the Iowa magazine, the flagship, but Iowa Golf magazine Jim produces, and when we were both at the Speedway, they produced the Iowa Speedway daily program out there.
Well, how about that? So interesting to be involved with an organization like this, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We've Pioneer Communications has actually been in business in Iowa since 1943, so we're over 70 years old, and we started the business started in Waterloo and operated many years in Waterloo, and we now have offices in Cedar Rapids and Des Moines also, so we've expanded. And our flagship publication, as Bobby mentioned, is the Iowan magazine, and here it is, and there it is up on the screen. Look
what's on the cover. I'm sure Bobby Hansen had nothing to do with this. ISU football legend Jack Trice. Look at that. An Iowa State deal there, Bobby Hansen.
That's true. It's all good because the eyes of Iowa are going to be upon Ames here coming up in a few days, I hear.
As publishers, we try to give equal opportunity. We've had the Hawkeyes on there too. So.
Tell us about the Iowan. Many people familiar with it. If they don't subscribe to it, they've seen it in a lobby somewhere and definitely thumbed through it. How many people work on it? How do you find your story ideas?
Yeah, you know, it's a very interesting story. The Iowan started actually in 1952 back in Shenandoah. A guy named Dave Archie started the magazine and published it for many years. After he passed away, we bought it, and we've owned it for about 15 years now. We publish it right here in Des Moines, downtown Des Moines. We have a staff. We have a full-time editor, Dan Weeks, who is tasked with finding the stories and getting the information together. We use a lot of freelancers for the Iowans, so a lot of people have story ideas. A lot of people have good photography that we want to use, and then we also shoot some of our own photography and do some writing ourselves as well. So, yeah, we have an editor, you know, an art director, graphic designer, you know, publisher. So, yeah, we have a full staff for the Iowan magazine.
So, Bobby, when you and Jim pair up, or when the Better Business Bureau pair up, what do you guys? How does that work? What do you do for each other?
Well, you know, when you put that seal, the torch, if you will, of the Better Business Bureau, Jim proudly displays it in his masthead right there on the inside cover.
We'll show you here, Craig.
Every issue Jim will put out there. So that just shows that, you know, he abides by those standards of trust, that he's printing things that people want to see, people want to read about, and things that are real. So I've been a proud supporter of what we do at the Better Business Bureau for many, many years, and as I said, serving as our board chairman in 2015 for the board of directors for the Better Business Bureau.
Now, how much work has that entailed?
Well, we've quite a bit, Lou. We have regular board meetings 6 times a year.
And what do you guys talk about at your board meetings?
You know, we talk about BBB business. You know, our marketing programs are accredited businesses. We actually review businesses. We approve every business that joins the BBB as an accredited business, and there's quite an exhaustive procedure that's done to make sure that these businesses, you know, have high standards when we accredit them as BBB members. So we spend a lot of time doing that. We want to get it right. I think, Bobby, we have over 4,000 members now in the state of Iowa that are accredited BBB members, and so we have a lot of businesses that belong to the BBB.
Now, you said accredited. For those people that might not be familiar with what that means, what does that mean when you guys give your seal of approval?
That means that, and Bobby can speak to this too, but basically it means that we've gone through an exhaustive review process to make sure that that business, you know, is ethical in their dealings, and that they're a business that honors trust and integrity in the marketplace.
A 20-point checklist, yeah, background checks of make sure there's no government action against companies, make sure that they've done business in an honorable, ethical way in the past, and you know, as you said, once the salesperson goes out and gets that piece of business, writes up the application, then it goes to the board, who they can, if they have done business with a member with that business in the past, and they don't like the way they've done business, then we can pull it to the side and take another look at it. But final approval is through through the board of directors.
No, I'm glad you said that, because I want to address something that we haven't talked about yet since your visits here, but every now and then you might run into a business situation where you find some business practices that aren't the greatest in the world, and you get frustrated and you finally say, I'm going to go to the BBB, and I'm going to let the BBB know about you guys. And the look on their face usually changes when they say that. Why is that so important?
Well, they know that we're going to follow up, Lou, and we're going to call them out on whatever complaint that you might log with the Better Business Bureau. And people can log complaints on our website at bbb.org, or you can call the 800 number at 222-1600.
And that's something that's great for consumers too, to have in their back pocket.
Absolutely. And you know, oftentimes when I'm out around the city, around the state, I'll stop in and say, hi, I'm with the Better Business Bureau, and you get that same look on their face. Like, no, I'm strictly here to thank you for your support and anything we can do for you. But yeah, it does carry a little bit of clout. Got a little bit of a hammer.
Yeah,
with
the BBB has a very good complaint resolution process, and they talk to the consumer, they talk to the business, they really try to resolve the issue and handle it to everybody's satisfaction, and they really do a good job of that.
And you have to feel proud about that, because you can do that.
You can, and they really provide a great service that really nobody else is doing in the marketplace. So.
That is great.
Yeah, and Luke, last week we were in Iowa City speaking to Oak Knoll Retirement Village, and it's a little bit of a home that people live in. They can come and go as they please, but you know, I'm like, wow, this is really cool. You're kind of sheltered from that outside world where you can get scammed. And they all went, oh no, we get phone calls all the time of the old grandparent scam, the utility scam, the IRS scam. All these people raised their hand and gave us their testimonials, and we let them know how we can help them, and just get hold of us at bbb.org or that phone number 800-222-1600.
Now that is something to keep in mind, because now with the weather changing, a lot of these scams start raising their ugly heads again.
They absolutely do, and all kinds of them out there. The utility scam, you know, you owe us money. Mid-America does not collect. Alliant Energy does not collect that way, but that's one that will affect people this time of year as your heating bill starts to rise.
Okay, so if people do get these calls, what's the process? What do you want them to do if they do get these calls?
Hang up. Number one, hang up. Tell them no, that's not true. Just hang up is the easiest thing to do, and then contact us at the Better Business Bureau office, and we will follow up. Try to get as much information as you can from that caller. Now, they're professionals. They won't give you a lot of information.
Now, will the number be valid that you get on your phone if you caller ID? Will it be valid, or it
may or may not be, Lou. A lot of times these are so professional that you will see your number come up on the caller ID.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. All right, so any more information about the BBB, what's the easiest way to get information about the BBB?
Give us a call right there at 515-243-8137, or at the bottom there, bbb.org is the website. It's got all the information right there.
Wonderful. All right, prediction, Saturday. Hanson, come on.
Well, I predicted yesterday to our Cedar Rapids representative, who's an Iowa State alumnus, and I told her 38-24, the Hawkeyes. She said 38-24 Cyclones.
You associate yourself with this guy over here?
I do, yeah. And
vice versa, young man, vice versa.
You never know. These in-state games are
the
so
Cyclones beat my
They're fun to watch.
last week.
Yeah, you Panther guy over
that's
here.
Right,
okay.
That's right.
Wonderful.
That's
well,
right.
guys, thanks for coming over. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
It's 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. We'll be right back. This is